Okay, we're going to be reading a tape measure, whoa, today. And we're going to see. Now I'm doing a test. All right. I am operating two cameras, and I'm having to test this here before we get into reading this tape measure. Okay, now bear with me as I'm doing this test. Now might not be the best time to do this test, but I need to find out how it's going to work. Okay. Now that will be at that point. All right. So we will need to zoom. Okay, as we're zooming, this is not letting me to zoom. This was probably not the time to do this. As soon as I get this zoomed in, there we go. All right, so at this point, okay. All right, so all right, so we have this here. You'll be able to see. No, it really needs to be about like that to really see this. All right. This may not be the best thing to do. So, all right, as we're getting one more time. All right, so let's just do this. All right, let's unzoom. Okay. All right. Now, so today we're going to be going over the tape measure. All right, I've got this broken down so that you can see. Now, a tape measure has 16 sixteenths in 1 inch. All right. Now, we're going to go over this right now. All right, this equals 1 inch. All right, this is a blown view of a tape measure. Okay, now we have 0. All right, yeah, let me do it like this. Okay, we have starting out with the hook. That's 0. All right, then the next measurement is 1/16. All right, so we have 1/16. This is 2/16, 3/16, 4/16, 5/16, 6/16, 16, 8/16, 9/16, 10/16, 11/16, 12/16, 13/16, 14/16, 15/16. Then the end is 16/16. And this would start our second number, like number 2. Okay, now, the first line here, you see it's very small. And you can see the space between the first line, where it starts with 0, to the second one. That little bitty space is a 1/16 of an inch. So that's why that's 0, 1/16. All right, then we have space. It's in increments of 16th. And the space in 1/16 of an inch in increments. All right, and there's 16 of them. So the second one is 2/16, but we have to call the second 16th 2/16 would be an improper fraction. Therefore, we call it 1/8. All right, the next one becomes 3/16. The next one becomes 1/4. That's 4/16 equals 1/4. Okay, now you can also see, well, we'll do that next time we go around this. All right, so the 4/16 is an improper fraction, so we don't call it 4/16. But sometimes it's good to keep that in your head because the next one coming is 5/16. That makes it a proper fraction. The next one would be 6/16, and I'll show you why here next time around. All right, that's 3/8. The next one is 7/16. Okay, that's a proper fraction. 1/2 inch is 8/8. Okay, there's our 8/8. All right, 1/2 inch is 8/8, or I'm not 8/8. I'm sorry, not 8/8. 1/2 inch is 8/16. Excuse me. All right. Now, so 1/2 inch is 8/16. Next one over, 9/16. Next one over, that's 10/16, but we don't call it that. That's an improper fraction. We know that 10/16 is actually 5/8. All right, what comes after 10? 11. This is 11/16. See, and if you notice, all the 16ths are all the same height. All right, so that's 5/8, which is 10/16 in number, but not according to calculations. So that would be 5/8. The next one over is 11/16. All right, what's coming? 12/16, but improper fraction. We call this 3/4 of an inch. 11/16 is actually 3/4. And again, if you notice, all the 16ths are the same height. So we have 3/4, 12/16. The next one is 13/16. My Car Ranger 92308. Thank you for being here. All right, we have 3/4 is 12/16. Next one over is 13/16. Bad quality. Okay, let me get through this and I'll talk to you. All right. We know that 12/16 is actually 3/4. Okay, what's coming? 13/16. 7/8 is 14/16. What comes after 14? Yes, 15/16. 1 inch. Then we would start with a 16th and 8, 3/16 1/4, and that would be 2 inches if we continue to go. All right, now I've got 2 videos going live. I'm going live on 2 phones. I'm just doing a test. Maybe now's not the time. Will I do this? Mike, are you here? Mike Car Ranger, are you here? Okay. Can you see me on both screens? Are you getting a double view, or are you just getting the one right here? Did I come up on 2 different? You can see me as a double view. You can see the side of my head, and you can see me straight on. Good. I was testing this out. I just thought I'd try it. Cool. All right. So now to get back to it. Hey, Mike, can you see this? Is this clear? Craig, we need to teach you how to use Google Hangouts so that, yes, please teach me. Please, yes. I'm all for Google Hangouts, bro. Yeah, definitely. Hit me up. I get your phone number. We can talk, Definitely, Craig. So in the meantime, I thought I would test it out. I've got 2 cameras going. And it was just I had this idea. I thought I'd try it, and I guess it's working. So cool. All right, Craig, hit me up, bro. Let's do this for sure. All right, now, how well can you see this here, Mike? I am not up to speed with doing, but I can help people. Please help me. Yeah. I'll hit you up. We can exchange emails, that kind of thing, and we can do a phone call if you're up for that. All right, but I want to stay on track with this here. I spent a lot of time doing an exploded view of this tape measure. That took a little bit of time. All right, can you see it here, you guys? Clear in the screen. I'm waiting for your response. Can you see this? Can you see this in the others over here where it is now? Can you see this? Can you see the notepad right now? Can you see the notepad? The other camera is much better. Okay, so you can see it. All right, this is a face shot. I mean, a screenshot here. All right, but is this camera is the one with the picture on with my exploded view of a tape measure? Is it clear? It's better. Okay. All right. Well, all right. Tell you what, I'm going to bring this one up. Yeah, this one looks kind of cloudy to me too. When I'm looking at it, it looks cloudy. Let me see if I can't. Okay. 16/16 is 1 inch. Okay, so let's go back over this. We have a 16th and 8th. So 2/16 equal 1/8. 3/16, and if you notice, it's the same size. See, got the same height here. All right, so we have 3/16. Notice they're both the same height. All right, these are 8ths. So 2/8 equal a quarter. All right, so we have a 16th and 8th, 3/16 a quarter, 5/16. There's another 8, 3/8. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. All right, we have 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. All right, that's what is 3/8? 3/8 is 6/16, right? But we don't call it 6/16 because it's an improper fraction. So the next one is 7/16. Half inch is 8/6. It's 8/16. A half inch is 8/16, but we don't call it 8/16. We call it half inch. All right, but that's also considered an 8. There's 8/8 in an inch. Okay, and so this is 4/8. That's 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8. All right, I'm hoping I'm not confusing you. All right, so we have 8/16. What's the next one? Just like a socket on a socket set, 9/16. What comes after 9/16? 5/8. What comes after 5/8? 5/8 is 10/16. So the next one is 11/16. And see, it's a 16th. All right, what comes after 11? 12/16. But it's, what do we call it? 3/4. Okay, so we have 3/4. Okay, 12 3/4 is 12/16. What's the next one over? You know what it is. It's 13/16. Okay, it's 13/16. So what's the next one? Well, that would have to be 14, but we don't call it 14. We call it 7/8. Okay, 7/8 is 14/16. So what is the next one? We know it's 15/16. What's the last one? That's 16/16, but we don't call it that. It becomes 1 inch. All right. Okay, we have, let me get this in the viewer. We have, this is 1. See the 1? Let me point this out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 6, 7. So this is 1/16, an eighth, 3/16, a quarter, 9/16, 5/8. 5/8 is 5/8 is, see the 10, 10/16. 5/8 is 10/16. All right, 11/16, 3/4. 13/16, there's the 13. 14/16, 7/8. 15/16, 16/16 equals 1 inch. Okay, any questions? Anything you've been confused about in the past or presently? Or did this clarify? Did this help you in any way? Or did it just confirm and reestablish what you already know? Okay, I'm not seeing. Yes, much better picture. Nope. This makes sense. All right, Mike. What about, is it Craig? Was this helpful, Craig? Is it confusing? I'm looking for feedback. Because if I can do this and make it, if it's confusing, then tell me what part of it's confusing. If it's, easy to understand and you have no issues, okay. All right. Because this is real important. I was working in Tennessee. I was in the South working Mississippi. And I'm working with guys and they're good carpenters. But but here I am in the South and I'm working with guys that are good to take. They would say it's shy at 8 or it's shy 3/4 or it's shy, and they couldn't read the tape measure. And so since I've had my YouTube channel, I'm going, there's got to be people out here that need to know, that need to understand. And so I've been wanting to do this exploded view of a tape measure for a while. And I've drawn them freehand and forget it. I can't do that freehand. So I got creative and I was able to put this together here, this exploded view. If you have any questions, I'm not a mathematician, not at all, but I can read a tape, and that I can do. So, if there's any questions, I want me to go over it again. I'll go over it again. Let me hear. I'll get the tape measure. Whoa. Okay. Here's the tape measure. All right, and this is why I did the exploded view, because these lines are so tiny. They're really super hard to see. Let me see if I can't get it clearer here. All right. And so, okay, I'm going to start here with number 4. All right. And if you notice these, let me get this up closer. Okay. These lines here are all the same. It's every other one. All right. There's your 1 inch mark, top to bottom. See? 16th, an eighth, 3/16, a quarter. All right. This is an eighth and this is an eighth. The two tallest lines are eighths. All right. So you got a 16th and eighth, 3/16, a quarter. That's 4/16. All right. Well, what comes after 4? 5, right? So that's a quarter. So that's the next one. See the size of it. It's 5/16. All right. The next one is an eighth, and that's 5/16. That's 3/8. Okay. So there's your 3/8 mark right here. The next one is 7/16. This half one that's halfway through the tape, that's your 1/2 inch mark there. All right. And that 1/2 inch mark is 8/8. Now, if we counted the eighths, we're going to count the eighths. All right. Now we've got 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 1 inch. This line for 1 inch. Let's count that again. 1/8, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 1 inch. Okay, so there's 8/8 in 1 inch. There is 16/16 in 1 inch. Okay, so we know that the 1/2 inch mark is 4/8. We also know the 1/2 inch mark is 8/16. Okay. So down, and then the rest, then you learn the next half. If that's how if you need to bite it off in pieces, go from 0 to 1/2 inch, then from a 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Break it up in a bite-sized piece. So you can go a 16th, an eighth, 3/16, a quarter, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, 7/16, 1/2 inch, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, 3/4. Okay, 13/16, 7/8, 15/16, 1 inch. Bam, 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 you're nailing it. Just like that, Then go backwards. 16, 15, 1 inch, 15/16, 14, 7/8, 13/16, 3/4, 11/16, 5/8, 11/16, 5/8, 9/16, a 1/2 inch, 7/16, 3/8, 3/8, 3/8, 3/8, 15, 3/8, 5/16, a quarter, 3/16, an eighth, and 16th, and 0. Bam. You want to be able to go forward, backward, so you know it. When I'm working and I'm pulling a measurement, and it's 1 inch or 5 inches or 10 inches and 3/16. Okay, what's the next one over? Well, it's a quarter. If I'm at 5/16, what's the next one the other way? It's a quarter. See? If I'm looking at 3/4, if I'm going towards 0, what's the next one over? It's 11/16. What's the one on the other side of it? 13/16. See? Now I might think in my head 13/16, or I might think in my head this is 12/16. Don't say it. 16. All right. And you don't say 13. Now, if you want to screw with somebody and you're working on the job and you're working with somebody and you want to screw with their head for a minute, just mess around, you tell them 12/16. If it's 3/4, just tell them that's 42 inches and 42 and 1 and 12/16. And they'll look at you, go 12/16, and then they're going to go, it's fun. I do that ever so often with guys I work with. but I do it to make them think. And that's my reason for doing it. Oh, it's fun. I laugh. We laugh. It's funny. You know, you're yanking their chain a little bit, but you're making them stop and think. Okay. Or I'll say, that's 10 feet, 2 inches, and 10/16. And now look at you, 10/16. And then they realize, oh, you're talking about 5/8. And I'll laugh and they'll laugh, or they'll get frustrated and they'll stand there all frustrated, you know, because I just messed with them. But it's fun. I do it in fun. I do it to make sure that, you know, make them double check, and or they just look at you and laugh at you, you know. It's all good. No matter how you slice it, it's all good. And but there's a lot of people out there that do not know how to read a tape measure. I was working with the guy was actually helping me, and he does drywall. He cannot read it. He probably knows how to read one today. But I started working with him because he had a method that he used that worked for him. And he could sort of read a tape, but he couldn't really read a tape. And he was doing drywall, and he made it work. Okay. But when you know how to read this tape, it simplifies. It really simplifies the process. And it makes what you're doing and taking measurements, if you don't know how to read a tape, it's work. You're struggling, it's work. You got to double, triple check yourself. You got to physically go take that piece and stick it in there and make sure, you know, that it's the right size, you know, or you got to stand nearby. I mean, they're just different. I don't know. There's people just have their techniques that they use. But this simplifies it and makes it that much easier. Okay. Something else I'm going to show you here, that I do finish work. I do staircases, oak, maple, custom, residential. And so this is what I do when you're taking measurements, and you need perfect accuracy so that you don't make a mistake, because you're looking. Because all these little numbers, all these little lines, they can get confusing, you know, when you're talking about which line and you're really close and you're going, okay, that's 3/16, but you got so much on your mind. You got angles you're thinking about. And so there's just a lot going on. This is what you do when you take your measurement. All right. So if I'm pulling a measurement, I'm going to try to see if I can't do this with one hand here. All right, so if I'm trying to get this tape in the viewer, and I can't see it. I'm looking for the tape in the viewer. Everybody's comments are in it, and I can't see the screen. The screen's not clear. All right, so don't make any comments. Don't make any comments yet, so I can see the viewer, so I can see the screen. No, don't make any comments, please. I want to show you something here. This makes life pretty nice, but I can't see the screen there because it's fading. All right, I'm looking for my tape measure. There we go. All right, this is a trick of the trade. Well, if you're taking a tape and you're taking a measurement, and let's say it's 3 inches. And my eyes are getting blurry, guys. All right, it's 3 inches and 3 1/4 inches. All right, let me get this. Mark it right above. And I got the wrong one in my hand. All right, I was using that green one so you could see it. All right, so 3 1/4. So you mark it with your pencil. See, it'll mark right on your tape. And you're not making a mistake, because you know, as a matter of a fact, it's that one right there. Okay. Then if you need to remove it, you just get your finger wet, stick it to your tongue, and bam, it wipes right off. No problem. All right. So that makes life really easy when you're measuring, and everything has to be 0 tolerance, perfectly accurate. All right. Let me show you that again. Okay, so we're going to go to 7 inches and 3/8. All right, so we're going to go 7 and 3/8. All right, so 7 and 3/8. We've got 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. Bam, mark it. Okay, you can't take a wrong measurement. You know, measure twice, cut once. By marking your tape, by exactly, and you pull that tape around the head or whatever, pause, pull out your tape, and it's there. It's not going nowhere. See? And if you happen to forget because you've got so much on your mind, it's marked on your pencil. You were right there pulling that measurement. You marked it right there on the spot, right there on that edge. You're dead on. See? The other thing that plays a part, when you're taking a measurement and you're double checking, right? If I'm taking a measurement and it's over here on the other side of 8, and then I go back and I make a mark, I look over here to 7 to verify that I'm over here on 8. I hope that makes sense, okay? Because it's easy. You can cut something 5 inches too short, an inch too short, okay? All because 8 and 3/16, but you made a mistake and you marked 9 and 3/16. And now 9 and 3/16 to be okay because it's going to be cut too long. That was saving grace, right? You're not wasting material, but most of the time you're cutting it too short. So look ahead. When you're taking a measurement and you're looking at number 9 on your tape, just verify. Look at just glance over at 8. So it's a reminder if you forget where you're at. Okay? And that's all you're doing. You're looking at 9 or 9 and a 16th or 9 and 3/8 or 9 and 15/16 over here. All right, but you just glance over here at 8 so that mentally you get that mental note. Click. All right. And it helps to lock that number into your head. Okay. But the other thing that really helps is marking the tape. You pull, take your measurement, go right to the edge of whatever it is and the tape right there on the spot. Right there. Don't move. Mark the tape first. Hold that pose. Mark the tape. And that'll eliminate going, oh, what was that number? I think I remember what that was. Or you think you got it. And it was 9 and 3/8 or 15/16, and you're cutting 8 and 3/16. That's why the rule of thumb is measure twice, cut once. Well, if you mark your tape on the spot, you put your mark, you put, okay, one more time. Look, your pencil will write on your measuring tape with no issues. Now, if it's a measurement that you use all the time, I was doing staircases here. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you. When I was doing staircases, like example like this right here, all right? And I would pull. All right, so I'm going to, for an example, okay? I'm doing this measurement all the time. This measurement is 30. So I'll take my tape and I'll mark my tape at 34.5 inches right here. Bam. But let's say it wasn't a half mark. All right. Let's say it was 15/16. I'd mark it. Then I would go get, hold on. Okay, then I would go get some polyurethane spray can, and I would spray my tape measure with a coat of polyurethane. Polyurethane, something not everybody knows, is plastic. And so you take your pencil mark, you spray it with the polyurethane, it doesn't wear off. It stays on your tape. And when you're always pulling that same measuring tape, the same measurement all the time, day after day, every day, you lock it in, make your mark with your pencil or with the felt marker. Maybe, I don't care if unless it's too wide. Pencils work good. And then you just lock it in there with some polyurethane, and it stays there permanently. All right, you want to take it off if you don't already know. Take a little bit of acetone or paint thinner, wipe it off with some paint thinner, bam. Okay, paint thinner won't hurt your paint. Lacquer thinner may hurt your paint. Acetone will remove your paint. It's harsher than lacquer thinner. Okay, what's safe on painted surfaces is paint thinner. Okay, I've painted staircases. I've got a little stain on it. What do I remove the stain off of? White, off the white handrail or balusters or tread. Paint thinner. Lacquer thinner will remove the paint. Acetone will remove the paint. I get stain on the paint. I use paint thinner on a rag, and you just lightly rub, and it takes it right off. Okay, because the base for it, it's I forget what it's called, but paint thinner is oil based. That's why it won't hurt the paint. And lacquer thinner and acetone is, at the moment I forget the term, I forget the word, but it's like an acid. It's not acid. But anyways, it's aggressive and it will take that paint off there. Okay. So on your tape measure, there's a measurement you use all the time, day after day, every day. Mark it on your tape, seal it in with polyurethane, spray can of rattle can of polyurethane. And that will lock it in on your tape. On your 4 foot, 6 foot level, right? There's a measurement you use all the time for your level. You're like leveling, right? And there's a measurement like on these balusters over here on this handrail. They need to be perfectly plumb, right? They need to be level, plumb, excuse me. And so I have to have a mark on the rail, and then I got to bring that up with the baluster in line, and so I mark it on my tape measure, on my level, that measurement, and I spray it with the poly because I use it every day. Or I have to check the height real quick, and so I have it marked on my level. That measurement's on there, and I don't need to pull out my measuring tape. Okay, I can just put my level on there, check it for level, check it for the right height where the handrail comes down to the newel at the front. Okay, and so there's a measurement right there that should be consistent. And so rather than pulling out my tape, and it also checks the newel for plumb, right? So I have it locked in on the measuring tape, I keep calling it a tape, I'm sorry, on my level. So that measurement on my level is true blue 100% of the time, I'm telling you. It's locked in with the poly, and it lasts until you wipe it off with some lacquer thinner or acetone. And inside tips, inside tricks of the trade. So you can use this in many areas, depending on what you're doing. You want to mark something and seal it in there, mark it, polyurethane it. It's plastic, the plastic spray. The base is plastic. And so appreciate the thumbs up, everybody. I hope this is helpful. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? People are leaving. They're not even talking. No questions. How many people already knew this information? You're not going to hurt my feelings. Well, I hope this is helpful. No questions? Is this something that you already knew about? Was this new information for you? At least those that are here now? Because I realize I'm sharing this stuff because I realize this is tricks of the trade. Marking the measuring tape for so you don't mess up the cuts you need to make. That's not general knowledge. LOL on the other asking question. Which one's that, Mike? Mike, questions are on the other phone. Oh, let me see here, Mike. All right, hold on, Mike. Hold on. I guess I'm going to have to sit down and sit and bring this one over here. Oh, this is too cool. I don't know anybody on YouTube that's done this. I just had an idea and I ran with it. I thought, I'm going to take some risks. We're going to find out. Oh, nothing like looking at the palm of my hand. All right, let me get this turned around. Bam. There we go. All right, Mike, let me see what's in here. I didn't see any questions. See it well. I'm watching you on both streams. Yes, much better picture. Easy. Show the ruler. Can't see it. Already know, but good content. All right, Craig. My car. Hi, Susie. Hi, Susie. My car. Good. Doing good things. Easy. Hold the tape measure up. We can see it. Not funny. Hey, Craig. Hey, Mark. Did you oversleep, little dumpling? Hey, little dumpling. Are you still in here? My car. LOL. Hi, Craig. Little dumpling. Little dumpling says hi. Lost. The host never sleeps. LOL. You wouldn't think so, huh? All right, cause he likes to know that he has done a share education public training. Yes, thank you very much there, Craig. Thank you. I kind of stumbled over what you just said. Let me read it clearly. Cause he likes to know shredded a kite. You should have done it. Could have shredded a kite about 20 feet up. That would have been a video, Hillbilly Pyro. There are trees and roofing tile everywhere. Hey, I can do roofing. I'll be right there. Southern WV. South WV. Why am I drawing a blank? I'm drawing a blank. WV. Washington? Virginia? I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Hillbilly Pyro. Wow, that was all day. Blackout though. Wow. I hope you had some hurricane lanterns. Hope you were all safe. Yeah, and safe. A little dumpling. Oh no. I know that was hard to put up with. Yeah, that would be that'd be frustrating and rough. Thanks, safe, yes, none, damage, good. That's a blessing, big time. Hi, CF Exploring, I think. Yep, Exploring with CF. Thanks for being here, or was here. Craig, house can be fixed, though. Yes, house can be fixed. Got along, Hillbilly Pyro got along. Wire drove into my truck. What? Tire and some place tire went flat on me. Had to, yeah, good thing for those plugs. They work in a pinch. Hello, Craig, Exploring with CF. Hillbilly Pyro. Indeed, it was just no doubt very rough. That's tough. That's hard. That is tough. Been a fun weather weekend all over. Yeah. Well, actually today was very nice, sunny, calm. But like I say, that's like the second day in about 3 weeks. But we need all the rain, snow we can get. That's for sure. Hope some good comes from it, though, Hillbilly. Craig says Hillbilly didn't damage the metal. That's a good thing on the awning. That's a good part there from the 1950s. Wow. Yeah, you don't see metal awnings like that hardly. Not here in California. Just about all gone. All original 1950 awnings on houses. It's pretty rare to see it anymore. Craig, acetone, yeah, acetone. Depending on what you're doing, you want to remove paint, yeah, acetone. You want to strip your wood, stain on your wood, acetone, sanding it and acetoning it will help to remove even stain from your wood, because the acetone will thin down the stain. It'll dilute it, the color. A hillbilly tore the mounts out of the side of the house. The what? Lily official Volg, Lynn's official Volg. Hi, Easy. How's it going? I don't know if you're still here. Craig, Mark, you build a story with Braun. I'm not okay. Craig, hi, Lily, Little Dumpling. Phone's at 11%. Exploring with CF. Thanks for being here, CF. Exploring with CF. Hillbilly Pyro. I'm recording my bathroom. Wish I could do the title like you, man. Watch my videos. Hit me up. I'll help you out. We can have a phone conversation. I have a wealth of information on my videos. What I'm doing recently in my most recent videotape of cutting tile is a little different, but I'm doing it in my showers. I've got videos and videos of these large format tiles, laying them, setting them, putting down a rock floor, cutting them into the corners. I'm showing you, explaining to you, and if you watch my videos, now you can go to my playlist and find them. But you can find more of them if you just surf down through my videos. I just broke 500 videos last week. I have 500, I think, and 9 or 10 videos. I think it's 9 videos with this last video I uploaded. But if you go down to my videos, you'll be able to see all that I have. But I do have a good portion of it in my playlist. But there's more in the playlist. There's more in my video. Just got to go through it. All right, let's see. Hillbilly, doing floor and walls. If I can speak, if you have experience doing floors and doing walls, you can do tile. You just don't know it yet, but you can do tile. I didn't know I could till I did. Let me tell you. I didn't have nobody really showing me. Not really. I bought books that were a waste of my time. And the books have a bunch of information, but they don't really tell you how to tile. Not really. All right, Rob, my eyes, Blumberg. I don't want to mess up your name, Rob. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Okay, Southwest Virginia. Thank you, Southwest Virginia. All right, West Virginia. Take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Take me home, country road, right? I haven't heard that song forever. Good old song. Good old song. All right, let's see. Just bought the truck. Well, that's a bummer. Use hard new tires on it. How much coffee did you drink tonight? Actually, none. uh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thanks. All right, let's see. Sometimes you can go back to the car lot and ask them where did they get the tires and see if they can get. Yeah, that's true. Especially with this weather, they might just help you out, and just replace it for you, give it to you at their cost, if they don't just give you a tire, maybe. House was made in 1919. Wow, right on. I'd love to fix up a house from the 1919, man. Um, that would be so cool. Real 2x4s, real or 2x6s, man. Real wood, real lumber. Let me tell you, those houses are made. Um, they're made good. Um, Let's see. I think the tire will be fine. It was in between the tread. Well, you probably. My dad used to use plugs my whole life growing up, and then he would leave them in, and they blow out. Sometimes they last, sometimes, but the majority of the time, those plugs, they're good for a while. But remember, they were designed for emergencies so that weren't stuck on the side of the road with the flat. You could go to get you to a gas station. But my dad would put plugs in his tires and they work. Problem is, he would drive them and forget about the plug. And we're going somewhere, and man, there goes the plug, and you broke down on the side of the road. Just if you getting that tire patched as soon as you can is the ticket. That's all I'm trying to say. You don't want to be going somewhere real important and that plug blow out, and now you're stuck. So yeah, they can patch it from the inside, and it'll be good. You'll be good as gold for sure. Okay, right, done, right thing. Yeah, if you trim the plug correctly, it won't come out. All I know is there's some my dad had that worked. They lasted. Other times, like I'm saying, we're going somewhere, and out goes the plug, and now you broke down and you're late, and it's not, it's always frustrating, unnecessary, So if you got it wired and you got this thing down, then okay, right on. I didn't know nothing about trimming them down, but that makes some sense. But for me, growing up with them blowing out, they're great. They're great for emergencies, definitely. Good, and they are good. They're good for. But like I said, if that's something you know about, and that's your thing, you know how to do it. Right on. I just know getting the tire patched on the inside, it's good for as long as that tire is going to work, and I don't have to be concerned about it blowing out. That's me though. No, right on. Well, shoot, man. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions about the tape measure? Reading the tape? Want me to go back over what we just went over? I have used 3 plugs in a hole, and it had tape, and it never had another leak. Wow, okay. But yeah, I don't know how you got 3 plugs in one hole. That's a trick. You need to do that on YouTube. No, in all seriousness, though, really. 3 plugs. most times that's been me as well, but I take my time and do it right. This is one that has two large truck plugs, huh? Okay, all I know is how I grew up and what I experienced growing up with my dad throwing a plug in a tire. You know, sometimes they worked for they lasted. Other times it's maybe you make it to where you're going. Okay, it's got 20 pounds in the tire. If it does, then the mounting in the morning, then it should be fine. Okay. Okay, all I know is what I've experienced. You know, I've used them, but I don't know, never been taught how to do it right. You know, I just know you just clean the hole out, ream it out a little bit, put that goop on it and shove it in there and pull it out and you go down the road. um, you know, you kind of get it past the tread if you can, but I really, you know, like I said. So, but I have used super glue and a plug and a nail hole once. Okay, huh? Well, yeah, you get enough super glue, it might just melt that rubber back in place. Um, you know, that'll why not in a pinch? It lasted for a month. Well, there you go. See, it got you to where it got you home. You know, it took you where you were going, and yeah, because of the heat. You know, if it melted the rubber enough to seal it, that constant heat on the road, you know, allowed it to pull open. That, yeah, I would have been concerned about that. Kind of cool though. You thinking outside the box, tips and tricks, right? For sure. Hey, Craig, if you want to, you know, talk, we want to talk. If you know, I've been on Google Hangouts. I had some help setting it up like a year ago, and it's vague. I don't remember how we brown raccoons, man with big slung, huh? Hey, yeah, hey Brown, what's up? Brown raccoon man with big. That's not shotgun. Okay, Brown Raccoon, thanks for being here. Hit that like, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and I'll be sure to catch up with you. You know, I've been saying since I've started YouTube, united we stand and united we make it happen here on YouTube. That's what I thought. That's bold, bro. That's bold. It's all good. That's bold. Um, so no questions about it, about the measuring tape, about anything. Oh, oh, hey, Brown, no, here, seriously, in all seriousness, you know, if you want to grow your channel, you want to develop your YouTube channel, support each other is important, and you know, watching each other's videos and commenting and interacting and, you know, making friends on YouTube. That's what it's about. And hopefully, you know, we get our watch time as an end result, and we get monetized and have, you know, a little extra income coming in, and learning how to do that. I can't just walk by on two legs stealing a package of rockets. Give them a match. Just give them a match. They'll have a bang up time, let me tell you. be sure to have a Bangup Time. But I had a dog. I was working at these people's house, and I had my tools all piled up in the back of this person's backyard, ready to leave by their fence. And I'm inside talking with the owner. And when I came outside to go get my tools, that's their dog had my tools scattered all over their backyard. My nail guns, my finished nail guns, my nail bags, my hammers, my drills. I mean, this dog picked up everything I had in a pile and had it scattered, chewed my cord. I mean, holy smokes. That's for real. Sounds real old. Is this better? I'm thinking I had it. I was blocking the sound. Okay. No, I was saying I was doing some work at this guy's house, and I had my tools piled up, stacked right there by his gate going out his yard. And I went inside, to finish talking to him. And anyways, his dog, when I came outside, had scattered my tools all over the backyard. My nail guns, my cords, my drill guns. I mean, this dog chewed the cord partially, I mean, couldn't believe it. And that's for real. Would have never seen that one coming, let me tell you. But yeah, so no questions. Everybody's got this stuff down. The cat's name is Cool It Coon, and she takes stuff all the time. Not funny. You got to tie that down, man. Glue it down. Tie her down. But yeah. Well, this has been cool. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Hey, Craig, you mentioned Google Hangouts. Yeah, if you want to, I'll send me your email, or I'll send you my email or something. And, you can share, let me, help me get set up. That'd be good. I will leave my email in a comment, but all right. I can, all right. Yeah, I'll get it and then I'll delete it. All right. Yeah, that'd be good. Night, guys. Good night, Hillbilly Pyro. Thanks for hanging out, for dropping in, for the support. It's been fun. I know you got to run. It's late. It's getting late on my end. I'm in California. I know it's much later on yours. I will get connected with David Johnson and he can help you. All right. That'd be great. I've been wanting to do Google Hangouts. Also, what's the disabout? Oh, going live on Google Hangouts. Big random dude 12. Talking about going live. Poet Maker, how you doing, bro? Thank you for dropping in. Appreciate you being here. You can do a replay on the tape measure. How to read a tape measure. I broke it down. Yeah, to be able to do a Google Hangouts, go live. That would I've done it. It's been a year ago or a little longer, and I had some help then. I don't remember all the steps to do the Hangout live, but that's something that I've been wanting to do, and I just don't remember the process and all the steps involved doing it, getting it set up. Because I do everything off my cell phone. It's all right, Craig. Yeah, I'll be looking for that email for sure. And that would allow you to use both phones on a stream and have both audio systems. All right. Poet Maker, just wanted to say hi. Hey, Poet Maker, thank you for your time and for being here. Hey, everybody, if you don't know Poet Maker and Little Dumpling, they both have animal, really interesting videos. The last video I saw that Poet Maker had, I haven't been to his channel for a week or so, but on his channel, he has these fighting cats. They're fighting snakes. Was the last videos I watched. I mean, it was like cat kung fu. I mean, these cats were, I'm not joking. No, I'm really serious. These cats were battling some really tough snakes. That last video you showed of the cats and the snake, that snake didn't stand a chance. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time, that poor snake. Nowhere, that had a wall up in front of him, nowhere for him to go. But shoot, the ones before that was like kung fu cat fighting, man, with those snakes. Cat versus snake. But so check out Poet Maker's channel. I'm trying to say he has some interesting content, and Little Dumpling has some really good videos. The last one, I mean, I've seen ones after this, but she's got a video up there. There's a giraffe, and there's like a three lions and three tigers and a lion, and they're trying to jump up on the back of this giraffe, and they're getting up to its hips, almost to the, and then sliding out their claws. Anyways, it takes off running, and they're still jumping and trying to get this giraffe, you know. And the giraffe, man, kicks one, sends it flying, and they're still coming after it. It gets away. But very interesting video. You know, I had to do a playback, watch it again, playback. It was really cool. And that's Little Dumpling. Poet Maker, my car says he's got you already, little Poet Maker. Don't want to keep you up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. And, you know, I've just been busy doing my videos and touching base with people I haven't touched base and trying to, you know, manage all of that. Haven't forgot about you, though. Thanks for being here. You bet. And Mike said he's got you. He's showing support. All right. 5 in the chat. Now, if what initially brought you here, those that are new here tonight, or that are recently here in the live stream, if you go back to the beginning of the video of the live stream, I'm going through, where did I set it? I hit it from myself. Not funny. I did it. Oh, I'm sitting on it. Bad form, guys. I'm going through this tape measure, how to read a tape measure, okay? In the beginning of this. I guess I'll use this camera. All right, this is for those that have come in recently. We're going over this tape measure and how to read it, how to write it out, okay? And so if you go back to the beginning of the live stream, I'm going through the increments on the tape measure. This is how you write out the numbers for those that may not know, okay? And we're walking through all of this. All right? We're walking through it all. And I'm going through it in detail. Please, what did I say? Can you say sagging backwards? You're gagging, are you? Don't gag. No. We're not going there. No, we're not going there. That was good. Okay, we had a laugh. Ha. Let's see who said that. Big random dude 12. Yeah, but no, you're gagging. But we're not going there. This is now for those that don't know, Big Random 12. I'm a Christian, and this is a clean channel, bro. Um, so just to give you a heads up, and nothing taken personal here. Nothing's taken personal. I think you can tell just by how I'm dealing with the chat. But and my bro says that says what, you're gagging? But no, seriously. I'm a Christian, and I don't, I keep it clean, I keep it straightforward, and family friendly, children friendly. If the parents here teaching their children, they see my video on how to read a tape measure, and they want to help their child learn to read a tape measure, and they're going to use my video for that. I keep my content, everything, really straightforward and family friendly. Tell you, brother, you're not cool. Well, a random dude, I said, random dude? Random dude, you must have said something I missed, but I'm seeing the direction that this is going in, and that's why I'm letting you know what's up here. Yeah, just regroup. That's all. Just regroup. And it's forgotten, and we just move on. We just keep trucking, keep on trucking, keep on moving forward. And just as long as you know what's up on this channel, respect, So same respect I'd show you and yours. Right on. Yeah, it's all good, Now look, I understand a lot of these channels, people get really wild and way out there, and so you don't know what's up on which channel. You don't know what's what, and so it's okay. It's okay. No offense taken. No foul, no harm. It's all good. And I believe you're new here to my channel. If you hit that bell, I will hit your channel, and we can, help one another out. I don't know if you're aware, Craig, we are worldly men here, and we have respect for others, and that word has no place in the stream. Big sorry, we won't entertain you with it. Yeah. No, Craig, thank you, Craig. And note and big random dude, thank you for being here and hang out. We just gotta turn that corner, So yeah. Just real briefly, I haven't been a Christian my whole life. I've been around the corner, down around the bend, and I know what's up. But if you hit my channel, I'll have no problem. We can support the channel. United we stand, united we make it happen. And come back. Don't be a stranger. As my car says, don't be a stranger to the Ranger 92308. I'm saying just don't be a stranger. Come back around. And if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer, help you out. If there's something you are wanting to build or something you're wanting to do and you're not sure how to go about doing it, hit me up. I don't mind giving you advice, helping you out like that. Just be real, keep it real. and it's all good. And that's for real. Like I said, when you want to build something, you're not sure how to build it. Um, Send me a message. Hey, Ken, I'm wanting to build a table, or I'm wanting to do this, or I'm not sure how to go about it. Um, you know, I can tell you what tools you need and the process to get the job done. And happily do that for anybody, as far as that goes. Mike, are you the only one left in the house? Are you the only one in the house, Mike? Okay. What kind of response did you get after the live stream the other night? There was one guy he came up after the live stream, says, I'm going to send Mike all my he said he has them saved. So I'm going to send Mike my saved pop tops. I keep calling them pop tops. Pull tabs. Pop tops were on was on glass soda bottles, and it was the seal on the top, and you had to pop it off. We called them pop tops back in the day. So it's not a pop top, it's a pull tab. Is somebody new in the chat, or somebody can come back? Plenty came and showed support. Well, good, Mike. That's what I was hoping for. And bigger than that, more than that. I'm really hoping, and we need to do it again here in the, within the 2-3 weeks. Do it again. Is people, taking it beyond YouTube and getting friends, family, like I'm saying, if they whatever groups they belong to, like Lions clubs or whatever it is, Boy Scouts, like I've been saying, Girl Scouts, whatever the group, Shriners maybe. I mean, I don't care, kind of thing. I just told my sister about what you're doing, and she says that she can get you some pull tabs. Her husband drinks, and she'll save his pull tabs. So we'll see how that works out. We'll see. I can't guarantee it, but I'm thinking it's, very possible. And we're saving some. Well, yeah. I gotta put my feet where my mouth, I gotta be true to what I'm doing, gotta be true. It's like, gotta be true. And, like I'm saying, I usually don't buy, cans of soda, but, if I buy a few cans here and there, we'll be able to save some. I run up to some cans sitting, I mean, you can get them. So little by little, like I was saying, if 1,000 people just sent you one pull tab, that's 1,000 pull tabs. If 100 people sent you 10 pull tabs, see, it adds up. But in most cases, somebody's not going to send you 10. They're not going to send you 2 or 3. They're going to send you 50. They're going to send you 100 or more, And so I think you get a bunch of people on board with saving the pull tabs off their sodas or beer or their cat food, dog food cans, soup cans, you'll have it before, maybe sooner than you think, and maybe it may take a year or so, but you never know. For those that are in the live stream right now, thank you for being here. We did a live stream with my car Ranger. What was that? Was that Friday night? Okay, there's a link you just put in the description and in the comments. And Mike's had a brain tumor. The Ronald McDonald Foundation, or the McDonald House, helped Mike and his family, his parents, to stay there with him at the hospital while he had his brain surgery. And he wants to give back to the Ronald McDonald Foundation by saving the pull tabs off your soda cans, beer cans, cat food cans, dog food, soup cans, etc. And he wants to save $1 million. He wants to send or cash in and give the proceeds to the Ronald McDonald Foundation or Ronald McDonald House. And he has his P.O. box on his live stream where he's talking about this. On the live stream that we did Friday night, it's in the live, his P.O. box is in the description on that as well. Either the people that were here just timed out or they left the stream, one of the two. So hopefully, Mike, people will even come back. They'll hear this portion of it and they will check out your channel and write down your P.O. box so that they can send you some pull tabs. That would be great. And that's Mike Har Ranger 92308. Again, Mike Har Ranger 92308 is doing a Ronald McDonald Foundation, a Ronald McDonald House, where he's giving back. He's saving pull tabs. He's getting some support. He needs all the support he can get so that he can hit the goal of 1 million pull tabs in order to give back to the Ronald McDonald House. And that would be such a deal. I mean, what a deal to be a part of that and to help him achieve his goal, to hit that target. He's got a target of 1 million pull tabs. He's aiming high, and all the public speakers, all the motivational speakers say aim high and you'll hit the mark. And Mike Har Ranger just put his P.O. box in the live stream right here, right now. And so please hit him up, Mike Har Ranger 92308. His P.O. box is in the chat right now. And he's saving, he's got a target of 1 million pull tabs that he's raising for the Ronald McDonald Foundation, who help from ages from 18 to, I guess, babies, for children, whether it's dental surgeries that they can't afford, or brain tumors, or brain cancer, or whatever, these critical, life-threatening emergency operations, or whatever it may be, as far as I'm aware, to help these children in need and families. And he's wanting to give back after they helped him. And so, please, Mike needs our help. Let's help him do this. United we stand, united we make it happen here on YouTube. And let's pull together, America, the world. It's real important. And to be a part of that's what a deal. And I'm calling for, in Mike's behalf, if somebody knows somebody that has a TV show, bring Mike on their show. I would love to see Mike get out there and get on someone's TV show and tell his story of why he wants to give back to the Ronald McDonald Foundation and do that for the Ronald McDonald Foundation and his desire to do that. You know, I would love for him to be able to tell his story of why he wants to do this, and it's important to him to do this, and he's focused, and let's help him do it. You know, and he's got this target of 1 million pull tabs. Now, Mike, I believe you said somebody sent you some more, and you're now at 4,000 pull tabs presently. You know, it's like he's got this snowball at the top of the hill, and it's a rocking, but we need to get the snowball over the top. You know, we got a pull tab snowball, and we need for it to pick up momentum, and all we got to do is pull together. 4,800, excuse me, 4,800 pull tabs. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. If I had fireworks, I'd be lighting them off. That is good. You know, if I had some firecrackers, I'd be lighting them off. That is excellent. And so let's help him do this. You know, he's got the snowball. Let's help him get it pushed over the edge. Let's unite. Let's pull together. Let's make this happen. Hey, One Man Army. Thanks for dropping in. If you want to check out the beginning of the video where I'm going over the tape measure and how to read it, all right. I'm going over this, how to read a tape measure here at the beginning of the video of the live stream. Now, we were just talking about One Man Army, about Mike Ranger right here, the moderator in the chat. He had a brain tumor surgery, and the Ronald McDonald Foundation helped him and his family. And well, he was going through this surgery for a brain tumor, and he wants to give back to the Ronald McDonald Foundation. And he's needing our help. He's the pull tabs on your soda cans or your beer cans or your cat food or dog food cans, soup cans, just that little pull tab. He wants to save 1 million of them. Somebody just sent him 1,000, I think he said it was, and he's now at 4,800 pull tabs. This is like phenomenal. This is like, you know, big thumbs up. You know, sound the alarm. This is good stuff. And so if you wouldn't mind saving, you know, I don't know if you drink soda or beer or you have dogs or cats, and you got those pull tabs, or you buy soup, you know, you pull tabs. If you save them for Mike, and you can send them by a flat rate box from the post office. I sent out a package not too long ago, and it ran me like $7. It's probably cheaper. This is California prices. It might be $3 or $4 in your town, in your city or state, but I know here everything's more expensive. And so yeah, you can send it to a flat rate box. Now, his PO box is in the live stream. On his channel, he has some videos where he's talking about it, and his PO box is in the description on his videos. Friday we went live and we did a call for help for Mike to help him raise this, and the PO box to the Ronald McDonald Foundation is also in my description on that video. And so you can get his PO, and it's right here in the live stream right now. But you know, I think one of these flat rate boxes, it ought to hold 1,500 or more. So it would definitely, you know, be worth saving them up and shipping them out. You know, like I was mentioning to everybody on my live stream Friday night, was if 1,000 people saved one pull tab, and send it to Mike, he would have 1,000 pull tabs. I mean, come on, you know. Now, if 10 people saved 100 pull tabs, that's 1,000 pull tabs. 10 people saving 100 pull tabs. That's 1,000 pull tabs. 10 people. You know? So we can do this. He can hit this million. Million seems so far away. Just like 4,000 watch hours seems so far away in the beginning. A whole lot of people hit their 4,000 hours of watch time. A whole lot of people. You know, things keep going like they are. I should be hitting my 4,000 hours in about 5 months. If my watch time doesn't increase even more, you know, as time goes on here. If it maintains, in about 5 months, I'll hit that 4,000 hours, I think. Point being is 4,000 hours seems like miles and miles away, impossible, you know. A million pull tabs seems the same for some people. But I see where if we all pull together for Mike, I can see him hitting his goal, you know, within a year, at least, maybe a little bit longer. But he'll keep everybody updated. He's excited about it, you know, and it's happening. So like I'm in the process of saving. I spoke with my sister. She's in the process of saving. You know, if those that are here in the live stream right now will do that for Mike, we can make this happen, you know. And the Ronald McDonald House, they're helping people that can't afford life-threatening surgeries. When one guy came in the live stream on Friday night, if you go back to that video, you'll see where he stated that he had a family member that had brain cancer, and the Ronald McDonald put him up in a very nice place. I think he said it was like a hotel or something, and took care of him. Well, he was there to see this family member that had brain cancer, and he was going to get together with Mike. If you're willing to do a video for Mike, tell Mike's story, and you get together with Mike, then you want to do a live stream, Mike's willing to be with you, hang out, be a part of your live stream, and tell the story on your live stream as well, whether it's a call in by phone. If you have an extra phone you can call in on, or you can call him on, or however it works out. Have him in the chat like he is right now, if you're willing to do that for Mike. You know, he needs all the help he can get. And this will benefit so many other people. This will help the Ronald McDonald House help other children in need as well, you know. And this is great, you know. Hopefully it catches on, and hopefully more people will start doing this after Mike, you know, brings this awareness to the population's attention. I remember the Ronald McDonald Foundation back in the 70s with the muscular dystrophy, where they would help these children whose muscles just stopped growing at a certain age, and their muscles would stretch and stretch and stretch until they literally popped. How sad. And the Ronald McDonald Foundation was helping them back in the 70s and I believe early 80s. And then you quit hearing about it. Well, they changed directions a little bit, or they added to it. And now they're helping children with brain tumors and dental surgeries and all kinds of stuff. And so this will help them to, you know, do what they're doing. And Mike's given back and is able to do something that he's compassionate about and has this desire in his heart to give back and, you know, show his thanks and appreciation. How rare. Unfortunately, that's a rare thing. And let's help him do it. You know, it's happening. He's got 4,800 people have somebody just sent him another 1,000 pull tabs. You know, they're getting him over that hill. You know, they're getting him over the top. And he's got this pull tab snowball at the top of this hill. We need to get it pushed over the top. You know, pick up some momentum and hit that goal, hit the target. And he's got the target goal of 1 million pull tabs. And I know we can do this. I know we can. And I think it would be great, like I've said a few times, if somebody knows somebody that could get him in on one of these television programs or in these morning shows or whatever, where he can tell his story and his goal of hitting this 1 million pull tabs. That would be super, you know. There's the morning show, and there's what, I don't know who all of it is nowadays, but there's quite a few of them out there. And I think any number of them, if they knew about Mike, would probably be willing to bring him on and let him tell his story. So I'm asking you, the viewing audience, if you know somebody, make that connection for him, you know. Help him make that connection, because I think if he got on TV and he could tell his story, he could hit his 1 million pull tabs or more. If he could get public awareness and get out there on one of these morning shows and tell his story on one of these morning shows, I believe he could hit his 1 million or more. His goal is 1 million, but I believe he could hit 1 million or more if he was to get on a morning show, one of these broadcasts that, you know, in the morning. And I know there's got to be somebody here on YouTube that can make that happen, that can connect those dots and bring this about for Mike. I just think that would be just so cool, you know. Really, really do. And so hit up my car ranger, talk to him, make connection. And if you're willing to do a video on his behalf, or if you're willing to go live and bring him into on your channel, and he can be in your chat room or call in on an extra telephone or do a Google Hangouts, that would be, you know, really good to help bring this public awareness for Mike. Mike just needs public awareness, and I think people would do it. I think many people have already said that they would start saving for him. And have another person here in the last live stream mention that they would give him the pull tabs they already had saved. And, you know, it's coming together. It's coming together. And so I think this is just amazing. And I really look forward to where this is going to go. I have high hopes. You know, I can see that target, that goal being hit, the target being hit, you know. And like I'm continuing to say, all the public speakers, all the motivational speakers say, if you got a target, you aim high and you'll hit the target, you know. And I can see that happening. And he's aiming high, 1 million pull tabs. You know, Peter walked on the water, right? With a little help, little spiritual intervention. But, you know, I think with our help and God moving on your hearts, this can happen. And so let's make it happen. I don't know who's in the chat. I see there's 3 in the chat. I know Mike's one of the 3. So I appreciate the 2 of you that are here, hanging out here and listening. And I hope you're considering. I hope, you know, do a video for Mike, connect with Mike, talk with him. He'd be more than glad to talk with you. He'd give you an email, you know, he could interact with you on. He's already told me he would be willing to give you an email to interact. So if you wanted to help him, he has no issues with that. And hit him up. He's got a P.O. box also on his videos. His P.O. box is in my live stream from Friday night. The My Car Ranger 92308. I think it was a call for help. And my other phone just powered off. My battery is dying. So this screen's kind of hazy. I'm not sure why. So yeah. So if you're willing to help out Mike, contact him, let him know. He can give you an email. We can interact. Excuse me. And I look forward to where this is going. I look forward to everyone participating and doing this for sure. So, well, I'm not sure, Mike. Are you still here, Mike? I'm assuming you're here. I see one person in the chat. I don't know if everyone else. All right. What happened? What happened when this other one died? Did everyone lose their connection, or could you? How could you see me? How could you see both views at the same time? You're not on two separate cameras or two separate devices, are you? Or are you on two separate devices? Oh, so I'm on two separate devices. There was two separate live streams going. Oh, wow. Okay. I was wondering how that was working. I didn't know. YouTube's going to say, dude, you are too creative. You can't do that. Or they're going to go, dude, that was creative, man. You were thinking outside the box. I don't know. But if I hear from them, I'll let you know what I hear. Excuse me. I'm not sure what time it is. I know it's late. Kept your mod busy. I bet. Definitely. Definitely. I didn't think I was wondering, I'm thinking, did it? I was wondering by going out. Okay. All right. I thought maybe if it went out on two phones, it would come in on one screen. That's what I was hoping. It would come out on one screen with two phones, but it's two separate. Two separate. Okay. Wow. That's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Are you there? You timed out. For some reason, it went to 0. It went to 0 there. Okay. It still shows 0. That's interesting. Excuse me. Went to church today, made it to my class, made it to church. That was good. Yeah, that's good. I wonder how this is going to play out, when it downloads and finishes. Now there is a server. There's somebody that has a server, a company where you can hook up two phones for one stream, and it gives you two different angles. And that's where I got the idea. So I was wondering if I tested the water and I was to go live from both phones at the same time, maybe it would do the server, it would connect it into one video, one broadcast. But being that it came out in 2, I'm really interested how this is going to play out. I went live from both phones at the same time. Okay. And Mike was just telling me he doesn't see it.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike.
So anyways, yeah, it's really different. So that means you're going to get, I don't know how that's going to play out. I'm curious if I'm not going to hear from YouTube. Either they're going to commend me for being creative, or they're going to tell me you can't be doing that, or they're going to say nothing. I don't know. I didn't violate anything that I know of, but if it gets their attention, that's cool. Definitely cool.
I was saying YouTube doesn't have a history of really getting a hold of anybody.
That's
It's a nasty gram at most, usually.
yeah. I posted on both lives and both streams. Oh yeah, okay. Well, Mike was working both channels.
Was he?
Yeah, he was here and there. Oh, the links. So you're putting the links in. Okay. Good idea, Mike. Very good idea. Good job. You know, I was just experimenting. I didn't know. But that's where I got the idea. And Nick Neiman was advertising that shoot. I want to say 4 or 5 months back. He was mentioning that. A server that did this. Which I forgot all about. It just hit me tonight. But I was hoping that was going to be the end results, that it would through their server, it would come out as one possibly. Well, Mike, I'm sitting here feeling it, bro. But I'll give you a call when I get a chance tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon sometime, 3, 4 o'clock or something. No, I didn't know what I had in the other stream, but this says I have 11 thumbs up. I don't know what the other stream had in thumbs up. But I just wonder how that's going to work. Excuse me. So, all right. Tim O. Hey, Tim O. It shows you have 2 live streams. Yes, I did. I was testing the water. 11 on the other. Okay, well, that's cool. So it transferred over. Yeah, I just had a brainstorm. I had this idea, Tim, and I have 2 cameras set up for my channel, and for editing and stuff like that, and communicating with people and checking, videos, and just it makes it more convenient. So I thought I would try to see if it would go through YouTube server and come out as one video, as one stream. That was my hopes. It says this one's still going. The other one, my phone died. It might be reading live still, but that's because it's booting. It's uploading. And so it still reads it's live. If you go there, if it's still on, it's because the server hasn't caught up with it yet. And it might show that it's on because this one's on, maybe. I don't know. I've never done this. I just thought I would try it and test. I don't know anybody that's ever done it. I just had this idea and I just ran with it. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for letting me know here, Tim. I believe you're new here to my community, to my channel. I don't think I've seen you. If you're not, then you're fairly new, and people have joined my channel on videos recently that are a week or 2 old, and I'm not getting the notifications. I just see I've got a new subscriber with my subscriber count, with my supporter count. But where that person has joined my channel on what video, I don't know. So if you've joined my community recently, then I haven't seen you because I didn't get that notification, or if they sent me the notification, I wasn't on it to see it. So whatever the case is, if you're new here, if you subscribe here, make a comment. I my last video, or this video when it uploads, I'll be sure to go to your channel, hit your channel, watch your video, leave you a comment. I try to get back to everybody. I try to watch everyone's videos. Like I said, you got to be creative, brushing your teeth, eating dinner, getting up with your morning coffee, whatever, eating breakfast. Just, got to be creative and driving to work, you can hear what's going on, whatever. Just got to be creative. Let people's videos play. Yeah, I've been watching your videos for a while. Well, thank you. I haven't seen you until now. I don't think you've left any. You haven't left any comments. A lot of people don't leave comments, and I don't know why. Because I'll see watch time, when I go through my analytics. I'm a welder fabricator by trade. All right. I can spot weld. I can, but I've learned how to weld a long time ago. In the backyard, my brother was a professional welder and taught me back when I was a teenager, but I haven't done any welding for a long time. But I want to get into blacksmithing. I want to learn how to make a kiln, not a kiln, but a forge. Hey, Doug Sweener, how's it going? Thanks for dropping in here. Wanting to make a forge, and do some stuff with the forge. And I'd like to make some knives with the forge. I'd like to do some other things, like Sweener, Alabama, and the small engine community. Small engine nation. I'm not pronouncing that right. Thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. And leave a comment. In like my last video, but I will hit your guys' channel. Oh, by the way, the term "hit your channel" or no, I got you. The word "I got you" is becoming a spam word on YouTube. Because you want to watch people's videos, you want to comment on videos, and you want to, after 60 seconds, if you don't know, don't hit the thumbs up. Don't hit the like button until after 60 seconds of a video. Because if you hit the like button, if you hit that blue thumbs up before a minute, YouTube doesn't recognize it. Because first time, see you on Twisted. Okay, Twisted R Racing last night. Yeah, all right. Cool. Yeah, so I'll hit your channel. But what I was saying though is YouTube is going, if you hit that thumbs up button before a minute passes, before a minute's up, they're going, you just turned on the video, you just clicked live, you went to their video, and you hit that like button, 30 seconds, 2 seconds later, 10 seconds later, they're going, you haven't watched enough of that video to even know if you like that video. And you're going to say you like it, and you don't even know if you like it. So they're going, if you hit that thumbs up under a minute, we don't acknowledge it because you hit it way too soon, And so they want to know that you really like that video. So what proves to them that you like that video is that you were willing to sit there for over a minute and then you hit the like button. You know, LOL, that's the first thing I usually do is hit that like button in case I forget it. Yes, I did that in the beginning also. I did the same thing. But when I learned this, I'm like, okay, I will sit there and I will wait. Mike Sweener says, hi, Mike. He watched 2 of your videos. And thank you, Doug, for doing so. So wait a minute and a half. Wait a minute and 15 seconds. And then hit that thumbs up. And then you don't want to watch any less than like 3 minutes of a video. Especially if it's the first time you came to their channel and you're a new supporter of their channel. And I said supporter. That's a good word. A supporter does what? Watches videos, comments. If they like the video, they hit a thumbs up. That's a supporter. And that's what YouTube defines as a supporter, because I've read the rules. And so a supporter is someone that's going to watch the videos, comment, and if they like the video, give it a thumbs up. And that's their definition for a supporter. And so if you're a new supporter, if you're new to their community, then you want to make sure you watch a minimum of 3 minutes of that video. Minimum. Now, watch the whole video. That's best. It's always best. And if you put out videos, don't you want whoever watches it to watch the whole video? Now, my videos are usually long, so I don't expect anybody to watch 30 minutes, an hour, hour and a half video. If they do, man, that is great. That is just, thank you very much, big time, if they watch the whole video. But if I've got a 30-minute video, I don't expect, unless you're there learning, you're really learning. And that's why I'm doing the video. And that's why I spend the time I take to do the video, is because I'm teaching and I'm trying to show you as much as possible. Mike, you don't want to use the word sub. That's not a good word. That YouTube and the algorithms look at the word sub as spam, and they will cut you off. They'll cut you off of that channel. They'll even block your comment, where your comment won't even be seen on that channel. That's something else. Tim. I'm not sure what just happened, but yeah, Tim, I'm just trying to help you, bro. If you want to build your community, had to remove, but appreciated. I'm not sure what just happened. So Tim, if you're still here, if you want to keep your supporters, and I said supporters, you could say, Mike, I'm supporting your channel. That's a great word. But make sure you watch a minimum of 3 minutes of a video. Give it a thumbs up. My Car Ranger says he supports your channel there, Tim. And then YouTube goes, okay, you're a bona fide, legitimate supporter. Okay, but as I was saying, you're better off watching the whole video rather than just 3 minutes. Unless, like I say, like mine are extra long, extra lengthy because of the content, and I want you to get a hold of as much as you, so that you're able to do it yourself, or at least point you in the right direction and get you started. or add to your own knowledge, add to what you already know. Um, you know, help build your confidence, whatever it may be, and you're gonna watch the whole video. Um, you know, so anytime somebody watches my whole video, man, I just go, yeah, this is a thank you very much. You know, I don't always know who it is, but it's really appreciated. Um, you know, there's times I'll go to someone's playlist and I'll put on your playlist and I'll listen to your playlist. You know, I'll make comments periodically. I might even play it back a few times. You know, I find something that's really interesting and cool or gets my attention, I'll play it back. I'm not trying to really just share what I see with all good. Okay, cool. All right. I'm just saying though, you know, did you know, are you aware that having a YouTube channel that automatically qualifies you to make money from Amazon? You can become an Amazon affiliate and make money selling Amazon products just because you have a YouTube channel. It qualifies you for that. Something to think about. Um, so you can make money on YouTube without even having your 1K or having your 4,000 hours of watch time. I'm an Amazon affiliate. Um, I've made a tiny bit, but they want you to make $100. Then they send you a check. And you sell $100. You make $100 profit through selling their product. Then they'll send you $100 check or more. You make 150 bucks, they'll send you 150 bucks. But they're not going to write you a check until you make a minimum of $100. You know, they don't want to send me a check for $5 and you a check for $10 and the other guy check for $8 and another guy for $50. They don't want to be doing all that. They just say you make $100 or more, we'll write you a check for over $100, 100 or more. And that's becoming an Amazon affiliate. And it's not that difficult. And if it's something you're interested in, I can tell you about it and to help you get you set up with it. Just something to think about. I'm just throwing it out there to you. So just a way to make a little bit more money. Why not? You know, and depending on your resources, it depends on what you can make, right? And how many people you have in your channel. But if you're just on YouTube, you know, for watching videos and for learning and, you know, and connecting with people and making friends, cool. Enjoy. Right on, you know. Either way, I'm just saying, for sure. So do you have any content on your channel, Tim? It sounds like maybe you don't, but I'm thinking you probably do. He does. Okay. All right. And now you said you're a welder. Do you have any welding videos on your channel there, Tim? Crazy storm videos. Okay. All right. Right on. Crazy storm videos should, you know, hold people's attention and keep them engaged in your video, you know, especially if they're watching it from a big flat screen. That would be cool. Put some music in there in the background. Oh, okay. See, because like welding, I know depending on the thickness of the metal you're welding, whether you're using, what is it, a 60-10 rod or whatever the size rod it is you're melting, depends on how much heat you turn it up, you know, whether it's 120 or whether it's 80 or whether it's 180 on the dial. No. You're doing TIG or MIG. You're not doing stick welding. You're doing TIG welding or MIG or arc or something like that. Wire feed. But I see somebody on a project that needs help, I always give them some tips. Right on. Right on. Good, Tim. Right on. Good idea. Like I'm saying, I'm wanting to do a forge. I'm wanting to know how to make a forge, quick, easy, simple. I guess I got to take some time to look into that. Um, I know there's got to be some videos out there showing you how to make some. And I know you need a blower like off of nothing else from like a shop vac. Get a blower going and I know a little bit about it, but I have never done one, and I need to look at some to get a better idea, wrap my head around it. But I think having a forge, and making some knives and making some tools and things would be cool. Oh, all right, all right. Yeah, you're probably like my brother then. You could probably just about do anything and everything. Um, that would be a great channel, especially if you broke it down. You're going on 3/16 steel flat stock, with a 60-10 rod. You want to vary your power, your between 80 and 60 or whatever it is, 120. If you want a fast burn, you run it up here. If you could explain all the ins and outs and the details. And I guess you'd have to keep your camera back with the really good zoom, that's for sure. Yeah, there are some cheap, easy forges on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I got to do some research on it. I've done just a tiny bit, not enough, but I'd like to do that. I've got a stick welder. I've got an old stick welder. Um, I have. I just need to do some practicing. Last time I did some welding, it was a mess. It was farm welding, it was a mess. You gotta make the little pennies or the little shells or whatever you want to call it. You got to get that row going, a nice flow. It's been a while, but you got to know what temperatures for what types of rods and the thickness of metal you're welding, and I don't know that. That's what I don't know. That's where you fine tune and hone. Once you can keep your puddle going, you got to keep your puddle going. Once you get that, but you got to know the right temperatures and the right settings to get the puddle, to get the flow. But it's been too long and I don't remember. I just know 120 safe, maybe 80, and that's what I do know. Maybe 140, but again, depending on the rod and depending on the thickness of metal. So anyways, that's about the extent of what I know. Next to nothing. But I do know when you got a good bead, you got a good puddle. If it's puddling and you got your flow going, you got a nice solid well. LOL, I started with baling wire. Okay, baling wire and a torch. I seen my brother use coat hanger. I remember we were doing something, we were in a pinch, and he says, go get some coat hanger. Nowadays, it's all plastic, most of it. You'd have to have baling wire. But that's cool. That's cool. Well, Timo, it should have been Tim, right? Timo. Is that short for Timothy? I'm assuming Timothy. Well, Mike, Timothy, I'm gonna have to call it. Thank you for being here. I'll hit your channel here, Timothy. I'll show you some support on your channel. I leave you a comment. I'm gonna watch a minimum of a minute and 15 minutes and hit the like. But keep that in mind. You want to watch over a minute of a video and hit the like button or don't count. And a minimum of at least 3 minutes, especially if you're a brand new subscriber or brand new supporter is a better word. At least 3 minutes. Let's see. It sounds like you're cooking bacon. Bacon? You're doing a good job. Huh? My wife was doing some cooking on my videos. On a video, she made some bomb whiskey peach chicken. That whiskey peach chicken is the bomb, bro. Barbecue sauce with peach preserves and fresh peaches and a cup of whiskey and seasonings. Oh, dog, man, those peaches taste as good as the chicken does, maybe better. Bacon? I don't know about the bacon. It's Tim Owens. Oh, okay, Tim Owens. All right. I'm Ken. I'm not comfortable with putting my last name out there, of course. But nice to meet you. Thanks for dropping in and for the time and your support. I'm a part of the Insane Friends group. I have a Thursday night Insane Friends live at 7:30 California time, Eastern Central time. I believe that's 10:30 Eastern Central. California, it's where I'm at. Hey, thanks for the tips. I never read the YouTube disclosure or anything. Yeah, I've read some, and that's how I know. Not everybody does, I realize. But in the beginning, really quick here, in the beginning, when YouTube was making all the changes, and going to 1,000 subscribers or supporters and the 4,000 watch hours, I started getting into reading that and then making it known on my live stream when they were making the changes to educate everybody and to encourage people not to give up and to keep pushing forward on their channels. I was brand new myself. Well, I started my channel, if you saw in my about, in like 2009, but I knew nothing about it in 2009. I put up some hydrogen videos for my vehicle. Hydrogen on demand, you make it right there on the spot in your car. 12 volts, stainless steel, a container, and baking soda and distilled water. Distilled water, baking soda, stainless steel in a container, 12 volts coming off your battery, and you're making hydrogen. Bam, just like that. But you want a relay in the system. So when you turn off your car, the hydrogen turns off so we don't keep pumping it into your motor. It can foul your plugs at best, and at worst, from what I've heard, it can blow your motor. If it's pumping in your motor and it doesn't have an off switch. And so the relay works really good. Some people use their lights, hook into their light, the wires off their headlights for their off and on switch. Some just use a switch. Anyways, that's hydrogen on demand. That's a whole nother subject. Something you might be interested in though. So I thought I'd throw it out there real quick. That's how I first started my channel. Oh, you're in California. Right on. Yeah, I'm up here in the high desert. I'm up here in the Victorville area. I grew up out in San Fernando Valley. Burbank, San Fernando Valley. That's where I grew up. So anyways, the hydrogen on demand started over there in Winnetka Park. I think it was Winnetka Park. I think it's Winnetka. Guys from Salindahunga is where their appeal box was. If you know where Salindahunga is, that's a little town out in San Fernando Valley in the hills. So anyways, hydrogen on demand. And I got it from a website called Water the number 4 gas.com. They show you how to make it. They supply you with all the information you need to put it together. They no longer meet at the Winnetka Park, far as I know. And I think it's the Winnetka. It's a great big park. It's huge. It takes up, I don't know how many city blocks. It is huge. Out in the valley. If you're familiar with that area, unless you live out there, who knows? You could be in Orange County, as far as I know. But nonetheless, water for gas. Water number 4 gas.com. No, I'm not affiliated. No, nothing. I'm just sharing information. Hydrogen works. I've got a video here on this channel. I got like 500 videos. So you got to surf down through it. But I've got a video showing it on my truck on the 04 Dodge Dakota. And went from 16 miles a gallon city to 24. And highway, I went from 18 miles a gallon highway to 36. I doubled my mileage when I put this hydrogen on my truck. And that was on a V6. It should have been getting much better gas mileage to start with. Shame on Dodge. But yeah, that's how I found your channel, was the hydrogen. Okay. All right. Right on. So if you have any questions about it, you can hit me up and I can tell you about it. If you go to eagle-research.com, they have books. I'm gradually over here by the Oroville Dam. What city? What town? What part of California? I'm not familiar with the Oroville Dam. I don't know if you're in Sacramento. I don't know if you're in, I don't know where that is. But it's eagle-research.com. Eagle-research.com. They've got books and books and books. And you want to do it in hydrogen, they've got books on it. They've got a wealth of knowledge. They've been doing this since, I think, the mid-60s, working with hydrogen. There are people using 2-foot stainless steel, 5-inch stainless steel tubes with a 4-inch stainless steel tube inside of it, putting a plate over their intake manifold, putting on a propane carburetor on top of that metal plate, coming off of these 2-foot stainless steel tubes with copper, 1/2-inch copper tubing, water pipe, going into the plate where it's pumping all that hydrogen into that plate, and just enough gasoline going through that propane carburetor to ignite the hydrogen and run the car. They're running on 97% hydrogen and 3% gasoline. They're not talking about it and they're not telling nobody. But I'm here to tell you, I'm not doing it, but there are people doing it. There are people doing it. And it's for real. You can run your car on 3% gasoline and 97% hydrogen. The stainless steel tubes, I looked into it recently. It's expensive nowadays, but if you've got extra $500, you can put it together. And these carburetors for propane allows you to put in that 3% gasoline to burn the hydrogen with. So eagle-research.com, they have books on it. And water for gas, they tell you how to make it and where to buy the supplies and all of that. If you get I think it's 8 CDs showing you how to set up hydrogen and where to buy the stuff, and what they give you all the information you need. And that's water, the number 4 gas, and their lettering is red and blue. in Chico. Oh, okay. I have a vague idea. Vague. But I'm in the Victorville area. Most everybody knows the Cajon Pass. Everybody knows Wrightwood, Big Bear, Victorville. You know, that's my general area. So anyways, yeah, so if you're interested in the hydrogen, what I just told you, you'll be able to do whatever it is you want to do. Eagle-Research, I believe they're in Washington. Water for Gas, I'm not sure where they're located at the moment. I haven't dealt with them for quite a while. But you will have to tap into your map sensor, to the pulsating wire, because you got to get potentiometers so that you retard your gas flow. Then the hydrogen compensates for that, and that's what helps you get improved mileage. You retard the gas back with potentiometers that's hooked up to your map sensor. Then you start mapping your own gas flow, and you compensate with the hydrogen. You wrap your second O2 sensor with aluminum foil, or you put an extender in it. And but they tell you all about this in water number 4 gas.com. And then Eagle-Research has lots of information, lots of books on it as well. Roblox Wolf Gaming, what's up? Thanks for dropping in here. Roblox Wolf Gaming. We were just talking about hydrogen for your vehicle, and where you can buy it, where you can buy information to build what you need to build, how to get that information. You can also buy them pre-made on on eBay. eBay has them pre-made devices, even the map sensor devices. My Car Ranger says, hi, Wolf Gaming. And you're new here, Wolf Gaming. If you hot trod 21, hot trod J21. Thanks for dropping in, guys. I appreciate your time. Are you a gamer? Hot trod gaming 21. I mean, hot trod J21. Are you a gamer? How's it going? You're new to my channel, our community here. Oh, okay. You're also in the small engine generation. All right. Cool. Appreciate you dropping in and hanging out here. Appreciate your time. Hit that notification bell. My channel is a how-to channel. I'm working on tile right now, and I've got some more projects coming up when I'm done with this tiling. All right. Oh, you've been doing Rishon. Okay. All right. Well, Tim, if you want to talk, one of these days, we can exchange emails, and we could talk for sure. I can give you some information and, maybe be able to help you along. I met a guy that had told me he made a carburetor, got 100 miles a gallon. He said he had a deep throat and had stainless steel wire going down, and he had tubes up at the top, jets that would spray the gas on the stainless steel wire, and it would trickle down the wire and gave him 100 miles a gallon. But then he told me, I've laid the tile before. All right. Right on. You might learn a few tips and tricks. Maybe you already know it. You might want to check out a couple of my videos and see if it's something you already know. You never know. I could learn something from you as well. But anyways, there, Michael. You never know. So Yeah. But then he told me he dismantled this carburetor because somebody told him that he may have a short-lived, it may be short-lived. So then he told me he got rid of it. He got scared and got rid of his carburetor. But I just thought I'd mention it, if you're looking for ways to save gas. He was saying it was a tube. I forget how long, the length of the tube. But he had this stainless steel wire laying through it. And he'd have his jet spray over the top and it would suck it down and he'd get the vapor and run his car on it. I'm sure there's probably more to it than that, but that's, that's something to think about too. 100-mile carburetor is pretty impressive. Although hydrogen, it works. It really does work. I have not physically seen the system with the stainless steel tubes where they're producing a massive amount of hydrogen going through a 1/2-inch copper water pipe into the plate over the manifold with the carburetor, the propane carburetor. I have seen a picture of a V8 in a Datsun where they had the setup and they were using a carburetor off a lawnmower. And they were in Australia, supposedly. And they were saying this car got on 2 gallons of water, they got and a gallon of gas or 2 gallons of gas, they went 2,000 miles on 2 gallons of gas. That's unbelievable. But we're talking about 3% gas, 97% hydrogen. The other thing too is you need stainless steel motor, stainless steel rings, valves, plug, bearings, main bearings, rod bearings. Everything has to be stainless. Now, on that note, here's some information that I learned back when I was doing my research. Is Brazil is making motors that will burn the motors would be ideal for burning corn alcohol. And from what I understand, the motors that Brazil started making that will burn this alcohol are supposed to be able to handle the hydrogen without freezing the motor up or seizing that motor up. So that's something else you could look into. Is that for sure. Brazil has these motors that will burn alcohol. Well, thank you. Okay, easy 2 a.m. Have a good night. Thank you too. I think I'm going to sign out here in just a minute myself there, Mike. It's late. Time for me to get some shut eye so I can get things done around here that I need to get done here in a few hours. So anyways, I'm hoping that, you have to be careful with stuff you take out. Yes, definitely. So again, Mike or Tim, if you want to talk one of these days or something, hit me an email and we can do a phone call or something for sure. And, I'm trying to throw at you as much as I can right here, just kind of off the top of my head. So yeah. So everyone here that's new, if you haven't hit my channel, be a supporter, subscribe. Supporter, let me tell you what YouTube calls a supporter. Just in case you don't know, maybe you already know. But YouTube calls a supporter is someone that watches your videos. I'm talking 3 minutes or more. Waits 60 seconds, waits 1 minute over a minute, and hits the thumbs up. Okay. I'll check your channel for sure. Support your channel. So you want to watch over a minute, because YouTube's saying if you hit the thumbs up, you come in, you hit that thumbs up. My grandfather had a lawnmower that ran. I've got a picture of that. where it takes the exhaust off the lawnmower, runs it through a water jug, and then it sucks it pulls the fumes from the out of that water jug back into the motor and runs the lawnmower. Is that what you're talking about? Because I saw some information on that sounded pretty interesting, which I forgot about till you just mentioned it. Yeah, they're running the exhaust through like a 2-gallon coolant bottle, and then they were taking the fumes coming out of the water and then putting it back into the motor. Drive shaft. Hey, thanks for dropping in, Drive Shaft. Appreciate you dropping in and being here. We're talking about hydrogen on demand, where it's being made as you drive down the road and going into your motor and giving you a better burn, better gas mileage. I have a video up, not up, but it's on my channel here where it's in an 04 Dodge Dakota. I went from getting 16 miles a gallon city to 24, and from 18 miles a gallon highway to 36 on hydrogen. That's for real. But you want to get a relay in there so it turns off when you turn your car off, or you got it connected to your light switch. So when you turn your lights on, it comes on. You turn your lights off, it shuts it off. You don't want hydrogen pumping into your motor while you're sitting. All right, Tim. If you leave me an email or something or whatever, sometime we could talk for sure. I have been listening, but here where I live, we can't use much hydrogen. It freezes. You can put a antifreeze gasoline conditioner into the water. That prevents that water from freezing. I've done that here because I live in the desert where water does freeze. And then your stainless steel plates warm up because you've got 12 volts running into them, one on negative, one on positive from coming off your battery, and the stainless steel plates warm up. But you put this antifreeze gasoline. I'm not familiar. I forget what it's called. Yes, but it's minus 60 below here. A friend of mine is in North Dakota, and he says this Arctic freeze has got down to like minus 45, but that's in North Dakota. Are you in North Dakota or Minot? Why not Minot? Yeah, you must be in Minnesota or North Dakota or somewhere like that. Oh, you're in Canada. All right. Okay. That makes sense. But doesn't that antifreeze gasoline stuff prevent that? Or not at minus 60? I know people were freezing their lungs in North Dakota recently from minus 45. I've been in minus 8. I was in North Dakota running around without even a long sleeve shirt on in minus 8. I got used to it. I can't imagine minus 40, minus 60. Only good till 40, then it freezes. All right. Okay. But in the springtime, you're good. Spring and summer, fall, it's worth it. It's still worth it. I was mentioning Eagle-Research. Eagle-Research.com has lots of information, lots of books, and the books are not expensive. Their books are very affordable. Eagle-Research. They got a yellow sun with the eagle in it. And they've got books and books, and you name it, they've got it on hydrogen. Now, supposedly, they have an injector out that goes into your spark plug hole that people are now making. I forgot to mention that to Timo. And it turns the water into hydrogen right there before it goes into the motor. More like the original hydrogen setup was done originally by the guy that invented it. He had a generator, big generator that electrically, magnetically broke the hydrogen down, separated it out from the water, and he was running his car on it. And then that guy was eliminated after so many, I forget the length of time. But anyways, but now there are people making injectors, and I forgot about it till right now. They're like an injector. They go into where your spark plug goes, and it separates it out right there as it goes into the motor. And those are, you have to have machinists making it to make it. Be a machinist or know a machine, or take the the stuff in. See, even our semi trucks are having problems with new. I bet they are too. Freezing up. I bet. And wow, the truck drivers must be angry. They must be really ticked off. Yeah, that puts them out of business. That's a lot of lost time and money, and your house, and lose your truck. I mean, that cost you everything. Make you homeless. Not funny. Wow. Canada needs to turn that around. Lots of fuel. Yeah. But the hydrogen does work if you're not in a freezing minus 60 degree, 40 degree place. Winter, spring, and summer. But yeah, Eagle Hyphen Research, they have books on everything. They may have books on these injectors. They're like an injector anyway. They're similar to an injector. You just got to do some research to find them. Now, Eagle Hyphen Research may have books on it. I don't know. That I don't have any clue of. But from what I understand, people have information on this, and you can actually make them and run on water. But your car, from what I also understand, needs to have a stainless steel type motor, unless this particular system changes that with the injectors. That I don't know. But if you're searching for hydrogen, you want to learn how to make it get your car running on it, save you some bucks. It's worth your time to do the research, and now you've got more information to go on and do some research with. I always say never give up, because there's always a way. Always. You just got to keep turning over every rock, and find it. But Eagle Hyphen Research, Research.com has books, all kinds of books. You name it, they got it on hydrogen. They've been doing it since the 60s, I believe. And one of the best kept secrets on hydrogen. So I've been, shouting them out and talking to people, letting them know about them. I've spoke with them on the phone a long time ago. And nowadays you can't even get a phone number for them, unfortunately. So it was kind of cool to be able to speak with them briefly for a minute way back. So anyways, well, guys, it's late. I've been on here for a minute. And I'll hit your channels. If not before I shut my eyes for the night, I'll be hitting them tomorrow at some point. And leave comment, check out what you think. Hot Trod J21. Well, keep up the good work. Stay safe, stay warm, and never give up, because there's always a way. Always. Bye for now. Take care. God bless, and never give up. Bye. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. Bye. Whoops, I'm trying to hang up.